You would think by now the Cleveland Browns would have learned to stop fumbling their own future, but here we are again, watching an owner try to outsmart himself while the most poised rookie quarterback in the league quietly makes him look foolish. Sheduer Sanders wasn't supposed to be here, not according to the analysts, not according to the draft boards, and certainly not according to Jimmy Haslam's smug little throwaway line about how he wasn't my pick. But here's the twist. The kid they tried to frame as an afterthought is already running circles around the old guard, not just with his arm, but with his brain, his composure, and the way he commands every room he steps into. And the more Haslam tries to play politics, the more obvious it becomes that Cleveland's future doesn't belong to him. It belongs to Sheduer. The first thing you have to understand is that this wasn't just some offhand owner comment. This was calculated. Haslam has a quarterback graveyard that makes the Walking Dead look cheerful, and yet he felt the need to put distance between himself and the one quarterback who might actually save this cursed franchise. No nuance, no subtlety, just not my pick. And the second those words hit the air, the media smelled blood. They came after Sheduer like vultures circling a rookie carcass. They wanted arrogance. They wanted insecurity. They wanted the rookie meltdown clip they could replay for weeks. And instead, Sheduer hit them with the coldest, cleanest one-liner of the preseason. I don't make picks. I play football. My job is to show I belong. The rest, y'all can sort it out. That's it. That's the tweet. A surgical strike that left reporters fumbling for follow-ups and left fans shaking their heads like, wait, is this guy really 22? And here's the thing. They've tried this before. From Jackson State to Colorado, the storyline has always been the same. Too cocky, too polished, too much Deion's son. Every time, they poke, they prod, they bait him, waiting for the emotional slip-up. And every time, Sheduer stays unbothered, cool as ice, flipping the whole exchange back on the people trying to corner him. When they tried to spin a camp day off as injury concerns, he shut it down in 3 sentences. Not hurt, just sore. I hydrated. End of story. When they press him about locker room drama, he reframes it. I got nothing but love for the guys I suit up with. We play for wins, not egos. It's not just damage control, it's narrative control. He doesn't just answer questions. He disarms them. He walks into the press conference like it's 3rd and 12, reads the blitz in the tone of the question, audibles mid-sentence, and delivers a perfect strike right between the talking points. That's not luck. That's media chess, and Sheduer is already playing 3 moves ahead. But let's not pretend this is just about pretty sound bites. Inside the locker room, this stuff matters. You think the players didn't hear what Haslam said? Of course they did. You think they didn't notice how Sheduer handled it? They did. And in the NFL, trust isn't given. It's earned in the quiet moments, when everyone else is waiting to see if you're going to fold. Sheduer didn't beg for backup. He didn't throw shade. He just showed up early, stayed late, kept grinding, and carried himself like a leader. That's how you walk into a locker room as QB3 and start looking like QB1. That's how you earn teammates, not just highlight reels. Meanwhile, Haslam thinks he's still the one pulling strings. But Cleveland fans aren't stupid. They've been watching a parade of busts and flameouts for decades. Whedon, Manziel, Mayfield, you name it. They know what hollow hype looks like, and they know what composure feels like. And now they're watching a rookie handle pressure better than the people running the franchise. They see the difference, and they're already making their pick. Spoiler alert, it's not Jimmy's. And here's where it gets uncomfortable for the Browns. Every day they drag their feet. Every presser where Kevin Stefanski mutters, "We're evaluating all quarterbacks." Every snap they give to someone who hasn't earned the locker room. It all just makes them look weaker. Because Sheduer isn't just competing for a spot. He's exposing the rot, the politics, the fear, the pride that keeps teams clinging to bad plans instead of admitting when something better is right in front of them. Right now, Sheduer's not just holding his own, he's winning. He's processing faster, building chemistry, cutting down mistakes, and commanding respect. And the longer they keep him benched, the more obvious it becomes that they're not delaying for football reasons. They're delaying because they don't want to admit they were wrong. But football doesn't care about saving face. At some point, results override resistance. And make no mistake, the results are piling up. You can hear it in the way analysts have pivoted. A week ago, he was unproven, riding his dad's coattails. Today, he's mature, poised, future face of the franchise. Funny how that works, right? That's not just spin. That's because Shatter flipped the script in real time and the NFL noticed. Coaches and GMs aren't just watching highlights. They're watching how a rookie quarterback handles chaos. They're watching whether he panics under fire. And Shatter's tape, both on the field and behind the mic, shows the same thing. He doesn't flinch. He sets the tone. This is why the comparison to Dak Prescott, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts keeps popping up. It's not about style of play. It's about presence. It's about being the grown-up in the room before anyone gave you permission. And Shatter's got that rare quality. He makes everyone else look immature by staying calm. Haslam's comments exposed him as petty. Reporters bait questions, expose them as desperate. Meanwhile, Shatter just keeps stacking leadership reps. That's not hype. That's inevitability. And so here we are, watching a familiar Browns drama unfold. Front office politics versus undeniable talent. Pride versus progress. The same franchise that's made a career out of being late to the obvious is once again staring at the answer and pretending it's still a question. But here's the truth. Sheduer Sanders isn't waiting for permission anymore. He's not asking to be QB1. He's becoming QB1. And when the offense sputters, when the fans start chanting, when the media stops asking if and starts demanding when, the Browns will have no choice but to stop stalling and start following. Because leadership isn't appointed, it's claimed. And Shatter's already claimed it.so let Haslam posture. Let Stefanski stall. Let the old guard cling to their hierarchy. It doesn't matter anymore. The toothpaste is out of the tube. The fans have seen it. The players have felt it. The league has noticed it. And every calm, calculated answer out of Shatter's mouth only makes it clearer. The Browns didn't pick him, but Cleveland already did. And if history has taught us anything, it's that the Browns will eventually do what they always do. Realize. Too late what everyone else figured out weeks ago. The only difference this time is that when they finally catch up, Sheduer Sanders will already be miles ahead, leading like he's been here all along. Because the Browns don't need another savior. They need a grown-up. And whether Haslam likes it or not, Shatter's already that guy. He just happens to be wearing a rookie jersey.